Yeah, so I just wanted to make a very quick video this morning, and the reason is because I've said these things before, but I think that there is something about repetition that works when it comes to communication. So I wanted to talk about ladies who get married in their 20s. I've seen that these things are not working well for us. And I think that one thing that our generation of mothers would do for our children is not to encourage them to get married in their 20s. And this is because an average Nigerian girl graduates from the university in her 20s. Assuming she gets into school around 17 or 18, she would usually graduate in her 20s. And she was in a controlled environment of her parents. So the next place for her not to go is another controlled environment of a man, and that's her husband. That is not what she should be doing with herself. So she graduates from school. If she went to the university, the next thing she should be doing with herself is to find time to discover herself. Ordinarily, if our parents knew better, every child should be taught to discover themselves from the time they were born. But not every parent understands this, so that is what you have to do for yourself. Now you're out of school, my advice to you is to find a way to start thinking for yourself. Start exploring life. Do things for yourself. Go and get a job. Go and start a business. Try out new things. Travel. Move around. See new people. Not just the people that you have been used to. Start doing things for yourself. Start thinking for yourself. Making decisions for yourself. Because these things I'm telling you, as simple as they sound, is the reason why a lot of women get married. They are struggling with decision making. They are not assertive. They're not able to challenge the status quo. That's because they have not learned to make decisions for themselves. They have not learned to be independent. They've always been dependent. They started by being dependent on their parents. They now move their dependence to the man. One controlled environment to another controlled environment. Next thing, you start having children. By the time they hit their 40s and their 50s, they are in trauma. A lot of our ladies are in trauma. Trauma is when people are not able to really understand the challenges that they are dealing with. You know, you're saying one thing, but you mean a different thing. That's a sign of trauma. And I have seen that a lot of ladies married in their 20s are struggling in these things. And I think that we don't want to continue making the same mistakes with our own children. So I just wanted to pop in this video. Quick one, short one, because I had a meeting this morning and I want to hear what you think about this. I know a lot of people will come here to tell me about menopause. I don't know what avoiding menopause has done for you, because all these people that say, I'm happy, I gave birth on time, you're not a cat. The reason you're here is not just to have babies. There are ways to have babies. You can go to a motherless baby shop and pack 50 if that is what you want. You want babies. You don't have to have them. So we're talking about very serious things that have continued to remain a cycle, because this kind of mothers are definitely going to raise children if we don't begin to address these problems. They are definitely going to raise children, next generation of children, repeating the same cycles, and these problems are not going to stop. So the issue should not be quickly wanting to have a baby. That's not why you exist. You're not here in this world just because you want to have a baby or to answer tick off, I've had a baby. I see a lot of women who feel that this is an achievement. It's not an achievement. Even cats and dogs are doing it. So there's nothing special about you having a baby. What's more important is understanding why you exist here and living that life, whether you have a child or you don't have a child. So that is even secondary. That's not even the topic of this video, but I just said to even include that. Yeah, so waiting to read from you again. Goodbye.